excited and delighted to be accepting members to the Sarah Seti YouTube page, a dynamic page. Y'all already know what it is. Black power, black frequency. If you're feeling that frequency and energy, you should most definitely join, not just the Sarah, not just the Sarah. Let me get it up here, family. But General Seti, Sarah Seti, y'all already know what it is. The two powerhouses of black power in education, entertainment, culture, history. You know what it is. You should become a subscriber today. Memberships are also available. All you have to do is go in the chat. All you have to do is go in the video description. You'll see a link for the memberships. Click that link. You'll get a video introduction, rundown on the memberships, what they entail. You see one you like, you should most definitely join. Even if you don't, I appreciate your presence here at the Sarah Seti YouTube page. Continue to engage, continue to advance. That's right, family. Ring the alarm. KingSeti.com online marketplace. Official General Sarah Seti DVD lectures, t-shirts, tank tops, hoodies, African and Kemetic jewelry, holistic tonics and remedies, home decor accessories for every room in the house. I got something for your family. I know you're going to like it and love it. Get over there. Check out the discount. Shop and save. Save and shop. Pull the fire alarm. GeneralSeti.com. Seti University. We talking about over 2,500 videos, 40 different subjects, all the subjects that you know and love, from the general to raw for YouTube, the making of the white man, the black woman is God, black Illuminati, of course, all Judaism exposed. We got it all over there, family. Again, the making of the white man, over 2,500 videos. 40 different subjects. You know, it's power packed with nothing but 555. You should become a member today. And everybody knows Seti popping on Patreon. That's right, dropping nuclear bombs on Patreon. Got that fire up there right now. How the righteous black god Osiris became the Serapis Jesus. 5 shocking facts that prove the Olmecs were a colony from ancient Egypt. Hip hop ancestry, the black American DNA of breakdancing and hip hop. Africa Bambaataa, Batiman Bambaataa, another tether, still in black American hip hop legacies. We got it all up there, fam. We got this one too. Know it's fire, know it's controversy. Black Americans, the true rulers of Africa. Is this why we are hated by so many continental Africans? I had to ask questions nobody else would ask. And so, yeah, I know that's going to put a lot of hearts on fire, but goddamn it, that's just what it got to be. And so all the family out there donated to the general, I thank you. I appreciate the fact you appreciate me. Any of the family out there would like to donate, the link is right there on the screen. It's in the video description. All you have to do is click it. You get and donate. I thank you and I appreciate you, and I thank you again. Make sure you subscribe to all my YouTube channels: King Seti, General Seti, Sarah Seti. Rock that notification bell. Get a video a thumbs up. Like it because you love it. Share with your family and friends. And comment. Just don't say nothing stupid, because I will ban your ass. You be done for. All right. So a lot of things going on in the country since Donald Trump has become president. And it's just been like a world upside down. You feel me? What just come in and just eradicate everything that was in place before he got here. The shit is over with. It's a new day. Good or bad, it's a new day. And some motherfuckers is, you got to transform in these days and times. You got to transform. You can't be stagnant in your beliefs or nothing. You just got to move forward in your plan. You can't stand still. You got to keep moving. You got to keep your eyes on everything out here. That's just the way it is. Close the border, deport illegals. Drug cartels are terrorists. Now, Seti, what is you talking about? A lot of people say, Seti, man, you got a lot of the immigrants that's crying. They saying that black people. I hear a lot of niggas out here quoting this shit too. And see, I gotta, It's a time for all things. You feel me? It's a time for all things, and it's a time to hit that goddamn reset button. And this is what's happening. It's time to hit the reset button and let and water go seek its own level. It got to be. It can't. You cannot expect that everything is gonna stay the same forever. It's not. It's not. When things is so money is just flowing all over the place and shit, and people can miss a few dollars here and there. And so if somebody creep over the border and shit and this, that, and the third, people don't give a goddamn. But nah, this ain't the United States of as they say, even 50 years ago, even 60, 70 years ago, when you hear people talk about how much a dollar was worth in 1940 and 1950 and shit, and this, that, and inflation and shit, and this, that, and the third. So people had to hit reset. And so, it's very it's very serious about people sneaking across that goddamn border. It's always been serious. It's always been serious. I mean, they've been talking about this shit since 9/11, for real. That, even when the terrorists, a lot of people don't, believe that, it was, these terrorists that did that. I don't give a goddamn what you believe. It's time to tighten up on black people, security as far as their community, what's happening and shit. And like, what I think about, the southern border, a lot of you niggas just don't understand the damage that, many of them nations south of the United States, what they have done to black people in general, as far as pushing all that dope and shit across this border. What niggas gonna do, with they old Grinch ass, where the niggas took it. See, y'all some lame niggas. You see, we got to get to the root. And if something been going on and and you the leadership, you supposed to take care of your goddamn nation. And if peoples is feeding off of your nation and they poisoning your nation, and you look all over the United States, people dying, they high, and shit and this, that. And so even if the people can't do nothing, leadership's supposed to do it. You see, leadership ain't supposed to have that excuse. How you gonna have a nation if you let another nation make dope fiends out of your citizens and shit like that? How did that gonna happen? How is that gonna happen? And we know where all this dope is coming from. China is also going to Mexico, with all that fentanyl and all that shit, and and putting it in and flooding in the United States with all this dope. I know you niggas that say, "Oh, Seti, because you should have been transcended by now." We can't continue to live like this. This is 2025. And we have to elevate out of this dumb shit. We can't stay here forever. We can't stay here. Shit, niggas should have been outgrown the goddamn streets. We should have been elevated into far more, lucrative, states of being and shit, where it didn't require our lives to be on the line and put our people's life on the line and shit. We should have been goddamn elevated out of these low levels of society, still here. And a lot of what's going, where this dope is coming from across that border. And so, yeah, I'm most definitely with locking that shit down. Lock it down. I don't give a goddamn. I don't give a goddamn. And it, what people think is I don't know nobody. Don't give a goddamn. Real talk. It's a whole lot of shit going on in Black America. And we supposed to leave critical issues that's going on with us. Nobody gave a fuck about us. Nobody gave a fuck about us. They've been locking our ass up in the United States in high regards for a long time and shit. The motherfuckers that come over here and maybe from other races that get locked up, yeah, they asses, they ass is the lowest of the low. You know what I'm saying? But with Black America, anybody that's black is acceptable to being locked up and shit, this, that, and the third. If y'all come over here thieving and stealing and killing, You understand what I'm saying? That's on y'all motherfuckers. You, you know, and they is doing that. I don't want nobody to make it seem like that the people's coming across that border is such nice peoples and shit. Y'all is crazy than a motherfucker. Like I said, I look at the facts. One time I was looking up, murder capital. I was just looking that up. And really what I was looking for was the murder capital of the United States. But this website brought up, matter of fact, I'll bring it up, the murder capital of the world. I say, yeah, and man, I say, what the fuck? Yeah. What the fuck? United States couldn't even get but 2 or 3 motherfucking cities up. Murder capitals of the world. Here it is right here. Most dangerous cities, world's most dangerous cities by murder rate, 2024. Y'all motherfuckers is in a state of a fucking illusion. I don't know what the fuck is wrong with you niggas. You see, I don't. This was one site. I didn't like this site because it didn't really it didn't give me what I wanted. It didn't give me let me see if this the one. I don't like that one. Wait a minute, here it go right here. List of cities by homicide rate. Yeah. Man, I can't even pronounce some of these motherfuckers. Man, this shit is crazy. I think is this the top 50? Yeah. This the top 50. And some of these cities, I can't even goddamn. So the top 50 nations in the world. And let me see. I know they got that in there too. That's crazy, man. That's fucking crazy. Colima, Mexico. 601 murders. Population only 330,000 people. That's 181 murders per. What is it? What they do about 100,000? Yeah, per 100,000. Per 100,000. So, I mean, goddamn, you talking about a city that's 300. Number 1, Mexico. Number 2, Zamora, Mexico. 552. Y'all motherfucker murders in that one city. Population 310,000. That's 177 murders per 100,000. This other, I can't even pronounce it. Number 3 is also Mexico. 454 murders. A population 328. That's 138 murders per 100,000. God damn it, another one I can't. Zacatecas, Mexico. 490 murders. Population 363. I mean, goddamn, 663,000. That's 134 murders. That's 134 murders per 100,000. Tijuana, Mexico. Look at this shit, man. Look at this shit. Now, Tijuana is 2,070,000. What a fucking 2,177 murders. You see? Goddamn, that shit. Motherfucker talking about Chicago. Chicago is damn near what? 3 million. I mean, Chicago had about 600-700 murders one year, and it was like niggas was like, man, these niggas then went crazy. Here, this motherfucker Tijuana had 2,177 murders. I mean, and motherfuckers got enough nerve to be talking about why we closing the border, why the border need, and you got all these goddamn crazy ass cities in the nation right up under us. Is y'all motherfucker? What kind of y'all niggas is on dope? You niggas is high. You see? And so what you think they doing when they come? You think coming on, even if it is some good ones, close that shit down. It should be a heavy screening process to make sure none of this shit get into the United States, because you already know what it's gonna bring. So when motherfuckers say, "Oh, these motherfuckers," that's a goddamn lie. All these motherfuckers ain't good motherfuckers. A lot of them motherfuckers are just like this. They think they could get in United States, and what they do, just like any military, they get some of their own on the ground. And so that you got the motherfucking cartels in these other countries that got the dope. They got their peoples on the ground. They transport the dope into the United States, get it into the hands of their people, and they facilitate a drug genocide on the urban communities of the United States. This is just like dropping a nuclear bomb in China and all this fentanyl and all this shit they putting in the dope. You motherfuckers got to be mad. This is the best thing for black people. Claude, and see, you know what? Listen to me when I say this, because some of you motherfuckers is illiterate. We're not saying that people can't come to the United States and legally go through the proper way of becoming a citizen, screening, finding out, just like a nigga or anybody else. You go to a job, they're gonna do a background check on your ass. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, even getting a house and shit, motherfucker gonna run a background check on you. They're gonna run all your motherfucking shit. They're gonna find out about you. Why is it that we live in a society where they run us through the goddamn, they run us through every screening process in the world to get anything we want? And here these motherfuckers can walk right in and they act like, they don't hear when we say, motherfucker, you got to go through the proper way of doing shit. We got to do the same shit in the motherfucking United States. So why do you think you can forfeit, the proper way of doing shit, and why everybody else that's citizens in this motherfucker, they got to go through the screening processes? We can't forfeit the goddamn whatever the process it is to drive. You got to go down to the DMV, get your driver's license, get your insurance. You miss any one of them motherfuckers, they pull you over, nigga, you're getting tickets, you're going to jail, you gonna pay the price. They don't want to pay no price. Who the fuck do they think they are? Fuck you. Go through the proper process. If you illegal and you break into this country, you should get your ass put out of here. What as simple as that? I mean, that's simple. I mean, they do that all over the goddamn world. I mean, y'all acting like it's countries where you could just walk in. What country is that? I don't know no goddamn country in the world that just let people walk through their border. So what the fuck is y'all talking about? Why is this so hard for people to understand? Okay, nah, we ain't done. We ain't goddamn done. We was on Tijuana, number 6. Celaya, Mexico, 740 murders. That's with a 742,000. Now that motherfucker is 3 times less than Chicago, and got the year when Chicago had 700 murders or something. You understand? Here Chicago 3 million, and here this city is 700,000, and motherfucker they got 100 murders per 100,000. Then you got this one fucking what is it pronounced? Uruapan, Mexico. 282 murders in a city that's 360,000. That's 78 murders per 100,000. So New Orleans happened to make it in. I don't know what year this was. And so New Orleans happened to make it in at number 8. 266 murders that year. So that's 266. That's a whole lot of people. It's way over. I'm not minimizing it. But see, this is how I know motherfuckers talk shit. And they really talk about Black America, and they don't know what the fuck they talk. They always talking about we the worst in the world. You's a goddamn lie. And even in that New Orleans, they always talk about black people. Yeah, black people is a large percentage of New Orleans. All them murders ain't by black people. So when they sit up here and say, but in them goddamn countries where it's all Mexico, that's all them. That's 100% of them. Ain't no niggas down there killing in them goddamn numbers. So when people talk about Black America is the worst, you's a motherfucking lie. You don't know what you talking about. I'm sick of motherfuckers, man. Just running off at their mouth, and they ain't got no facts whatsoever. Period. So here the first city that come in, New Orleans, with 266 murders. That's hell of a out of control. It need to be corrected. Okay. And so then right up under New Orleans, we go right back to Mexico. So the top out of the top 10 cities, the 9 of the top 10 was from Mexico. The goddamn nation was right up under us. So you got one up, and the one up under New Orleans, listen to this. It's called I don't know how to pronounce that. Ciudad Juarez, Ciudad Juarez, Mexico. 1,000, right back up, 1,000 murders. You see what I'm saying? A city with 1.5 million. So 1,000. So you got cities in goddamn in the South America and Central America over 1,000 murders, 2,000 murders. What the fuck is y'all talking about? God damn. You see what I'm saying? No, we're not the worst on the planet. This is an illusion, man. We got to quit, lying on ourselves. We be lying on our motherfucking selves. We ain't nowhere near where they at. These motherfuckers done lost their mind. Number 10, Acapulco, Mexico. Number 10, 513 murders in a city that's 782,000, 65 murders. Then you go to Brazil, Masoro, Brazil, 167 murders in a city that's only 264,000. That's 63 murders per 100,000. Now let's go to Cape Town, South Africa. This shit is crazy. Cape Town, South Africa had 3,000 murders, 2,998 murders. A city that's 4.7 million people. That's 63 murders per 100,000. Damn, 3,000 murders in Cape Town. Araputo, we going right back to Mexico, 539 murders. 14, Mexico. This is in the world, man. Mexico is the worst motherfucking country as far as goddamn crime and murder than any country on the planet. Mexico. God damn. That's crazy. Durban, South Africa, 2,405 murders in South Africa. South Africa is off the chain. South Africa is off the chain. You hear motherfuckers, you're talking about what black Americans, man, goddamn, South, and we love our people, but there's something going wrong down there, man. We ain't gonna talk about like what's going on, family. Yeah. And then here we go, 16, Kingston. Ain't you good niggas in Jamaica? And we love you, family, but you be talking about what's we doing. Goddamn, Kingston is 16. You see 722 murders in a city that's 1.2 million people. That's 58 murders. God damn it. So y'all got a lot of what's going in, and right up under Jamaica is Baltimore with 33. So Baltimore is ignorant, but see, so Baltimore got 333 murders in a city that's 576,000. So that's 57 murders. That's out of control, Baltimore. We got to get it together, family. We got to get it together, Kingston. We got to get it together down there. But don't be coming with that holier than thou, because there's some crazy shit going on. You feel me? Nelson Mandela Bay, South Africa, 678 murders. Now, I'm not going to go down all these motherfuckers, but look at this shit. Salvador, Brazil, 200,000 murders. Port-au-Prince, Haiti. Whenever this was, I don't know. This was 2022. So, shit, it probably worse now with all that shit going on. 1,596 murders. Port-au-Prince, Brazil, another city, Manaus, 1,000 murders in a city that's 202 million. You see, another city in Brazil. So Brazil ignorant too. Brazil, another ignorant. Then you get down to Detroit. Detroit had 300, and this was in 2022. Detroit was 23. I'm ashamed, that we on this goddamn list. Any which way it goes. Shame to be in a city in a list like this. 309 murders in a city that got 632,000. That's 48 murders. That's 48 murders per 100,000. And I remember when it was worse than that. You know what I'm saying? And that's I admit that. You understand what I'm saying? That just show you after a while you didn't killed up so many motherfuckers that whoever left either flee, everybody else is dead or in the prison and shit, and everybody else then fled. And everybody else that's still standing is just a remnants of the aftermath. The children that's coming up and shit, and hopefully that they have a brighter future than them 80s and 90s and shit in 2000 that depleted Detroit by half. Detroit used to be 1.2 million, and it's been depleted by over half of its population. You understand? Greater than any goddamn city in the United States. Depleted by half of its population. You understand what I'm saying? From probably in the last 20 some years, 25 30 years, Detroit been depleted by half of its population. Like, what the fuck? Ecuador, 1,537. Memphis is on here too. You see? So it is some United States on here, but and I'm not saying this to say nothing, but we further down than what we got to steal. Them is some high percentages now. Them is some Cleveland is on there, 168 murders in a city that's 367,000. That's 45 murders per 100,000. Memphis was on there in 2022. It had 302 murders in 600 in a city that's 632. So them is high numbers, but that could be turned around. You could cut that in half. You can get that shit down. But them cities where it's 200,000 with 2,000, 1,500, 1,000. It's some, what the fuck is going on? You see? Another one in Brazil, 167,000. Colombia, Colombia, 1,000. Johannesburg, we back in South Africa, 2,547 murders. Cliff, I guess Cliff, Brazil, 1,494. You see, and so yeah, United States is on here. And any way it go, if you end up on the top 50 worst cities in the world, it don't make no difference where you at. Philadelphia made it on. It's down at 46. That ain't good. 506 murders in a city that's 1.5 million, 76,000. That's 32. So yeah, it's some ugly shit from the United States. But our shit could be turned around. Some of these cities, man, I mean, some of these countries that up under here, like for sure, Brazil, Colombia, Mexico, man, please, y'all stay y'all ass where y'all at. Don't bring that shit up here. We got enough shit going on. We got enough shit going on that we need to work on. But our shit could be worked on. You know what I'm saying? Our shit could be worked on. 206, that's way too many murders. That's 266 too many, New Orleans, and that was in 2022. What's the other one? Baltimore, 333 murders. That's 333 too goddamn many. You feel me? Detroit, 309 murders. That's 309 too goddamn many. Cleveland, 168. That's 168 too goddamn many. Got to close the border. You got to. You can't leave it open for, you can't just leave the border open. If you illegal, you need to be deported. With murder rates like what's up under Mexico, it is no way a motherfucker should be coming across that border and have not properly been screened. There's no way. There is no excuse for it. You see, come through the border the proper way, gain citizenship, let people know you in this motherfucker, let them run your background check, see who you are, just like they do everybody else in this country. And you know, and deport and God damn it, and come back the right way. You see, come back the right way. And the drug cartels should be labeled as terrorists. You've been feeding the goddamn United States citizens poison all these goddamn years, and the government has been in on it. They've been in on it to their own detriment. They thought a lot of times that the dope was just gonna come to the black community, but a lot of they people became even bigger dope fiends. And so now it then became even a greater threat to even the Caucasians. They then became the biggest dope fiends. And so now you looking all over the country and you got, you know, homeless and shit. People that lost their homes and lost their jobs and shit. And you got a goddamn crisis of people all in the street. That's a goddamn shame. So yeah, the drug, you should close the border, lock that motherfucker down. If people coming over here to work and you ain't got no hell of a goddamn crimes on your record, you should be able to come in. But you should be able to come in the right way, and that's the only way it should be done. It shouldn't be done no other way. You know, motherfucker catch you and you illegal. You got papers on you, no. I was just over here trying to work. Well, motherfucker, you ain't gonna be working today. You gonna take your ass back where you came from, because it's illegal to break into a country. It's illegal. If you did not come in the right way, you have broken into the country and you should be deported. And if you keep playing and y'all bringing guns and dope, motherfucker, then they should be dealt with. You understand what I'm saying? With capital goddamn punishment. For real. If you bringing dope and guns and violence into the United States, God damn it, you should be met with capital punishment. That's the only way. I mean, if you a black man or anybody in this country and you get caught, nigga, and you in the game and shit and this, that, they're gonna give your ass, they might as well give you capital. That's capital, nigga. They're gonna give your ass life. They're gonna give your ass life. It ain't capital, but you breaking in on top of it. And you bringing you know, illegal paraphernalia and guns and shit. And so they bringing a lot of this shit to the streets, you know, all these heavy machine guns and shit, all this dope kill poisoning the people, getting even in the babies and shit. Got the babies strung out and shit on all this goddamn poison. So you might not like what the general is saying, and I really don't give a fuck, because I know what I'm saying is right. Sorry, hurt your feelings. Sorry, I won't let you break into the United States without, penalty. Like everything else, if you you don't pay your bills, it's a penalty. If you don't do this, it's a penalty. Why is it that these people should get away without a penalty? I just don't know. You know, penalize the citizens, but let these motherfuckers come in for free. Yeah, right. Get the fuck out of here. Y'all got me fucked up. Yeah. Y'all got me fucked up. Yeah. All right, family. This is General Sarasum Seti. I ain't done for the night. I'm up and I'm high. If you're on here right now, go on and hit that subscribe button. Hit it. I want you to like the video. I want you to click some links in the chat. Go to the top of the chat and click some link. Support the general. We putting a hard conversation down, dialogue for the people. You need it. Yeah, you need it. All right, family. I'll be right back. Arm yourself with knowledge. Bang on that wicked ass beast daily liberation through African education and confrontation. Black power.